Hi friends. So today we have our samples in on our blinds. We're going with Smart Wings, and this is let me get okay. We're going with Smart Wings. They're electric blinds, and you can see how that looks there. We can decide what kind we want, the roll type, and again, Smart Wings. So my husband purchased a bunch of styles and colors and stuff, and I think I'm going to go with this, the Safari Blackout White, because our curtains are going to be like a peach color, and then our I can't think of the name of them, the sheer curtains are going to be white. So I don't want anything to really offset it too much, but you can see, they're blackout. I don't know if you can see it better or not this way. They're blackouts. That's what it's going to look like on the inside. And on the outside, they're going to look like this. So we got that. We got the shears picked out. We got the rod picked out. It's going to be an industrial style rod, and it's got two spots, one for the curtains and one for the shear. And then we're going to put this on too as well. So, and then we found a window company, a mom and pop. They're going to come out probably 4 to 6 weeks. We've already ordered our windows, $900. I think it was $980 total for the windows, and that's not bad. So it's definitely not $500 if we do it ourselves, but to have somebody else do it, it's not bad. And it's a mom and pop, so we're supporting the smaller businesses. And to me, that's a win-win all the way around. So from the quote we got of two, was like 1,870 something plus the 250. It would come up to like $2,100 for two windows from Window World, and that's just too high. So, but we went with the dual, the double hung window. So this part of the window, the upper part will come forward, so that way I can clean it, and then this part will come forward so that way I can clean it as well. And they said that because these are old, these right here, very old, they're about 100 years, close to 100 years old, that if they go to remove these, that they'll end up being, they'll end up breaking. So they're going to do it from the outside, and that way they don't have to mess with this, which is fine with me. I was thinking about painting this, but since I gotta paint this the same as the baseboards, I'm gonna wait. So I got all this done. Now I just gotta go over here and finish that wall. And I think I'm gonna do one more patch on this wall. This one right here. One more patch. And then I'll sand it all down, and we'll put the baseboards on. And I've already prepped this baseboard that goes on this wall. It's already prepped, it's ready to go. So we're getting there. And then we do another half round, just a smidge onto the wall above the baseboards, and then we're gonna put floor lighting, baseboard lighting or whatever up. My husband wants to put crown molding on. I don't. I really don't. I don't want to mess with it. I'm just pretty much done with all this. Let's just, I think that was going to cost us like $500 for the crown molding. And I don't know. I don't want to put no more money into this room than I have to. So, my advice to everybody, if you're going to do it on a budget, make sure that you leave yourself a budget, and go like 15% more. So I would say if you're going to you don't want to spend really any more than $2,000 on a room, then I would say, stop at $1,500. That way you got that extra $500 just in case there's something you really want or whatever, And I would probably piece it out because we didn't do that, and it's quite pricey. I mean, we're going to have to absorb all of this and get it paid off before we, knock out the closet and the bathroom and redo the bathroom and make the current bathroom into a walk-in closet from the master bedroom. So this room is not going to have a bunch of furniture. We're not going to have dressers and stuff. We're going to have the bed. The bed has got the headboard and end stands to go with it. We're going to have that. And then pretty much that's it. Because it's going to be a king-size bed in here. And to be honest with you, I wanted a queen. But we got dogs and they sleep with us. And yeah, and my husband's a big man, so we do need to have that space in bed. And so that is pretty much where we're at with this. I go really slow. Back in the day, I could have knocked this out pretty quick. But when you have back issues and you don't have anybody to help you do this at all, not one person to help you with this, it's challenging. I mean, some days I can do 15 minutes with it. Some days I can do 3 hours with it. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. And so I told you guys that I would give you guys a update on the windows, and we have them. We have them ordered. We already paid half of them. You never want to pay everything up in full. You want to take your money and put it back, hold it back, half of it, and let them order it and put it in, and then you give them the other half. So that way you're going to get it done. And then I think I have the shades picked out. And I think that's going to cost us about $600 for shades. I know. You're probably thinking why. My husband wants it. He's a tech geek. He loves technology. So there was some shades that you just put a motor up to it and it works just as good. But he wanted Smart Wings. They're really nice people, real helpful. Their customer service is great. So I mean, and everything is handmade to the size of what you want. So if your windows are really small, you know, it's handmade to fit that window specifically. Or if your windows are very large. You know, we were talking about going like one solid shade all the way across the window, but we decided to go ahead and make the shade go from in here to here. So not outside, but inside each window. So it's going to be 2 shades, and they're going to be solar. So we're going to have a little solar thing up at the top to absorb. And then of course, you know, with the solar, I wouldn't say it doesn't work, but let's say you've got several days of rain, cloudy, especially in the springtime, you can actually take and plug it in and charge up your stuff, and I think it lasts for like 30 days, I think. Don't quote me on that, you'd have to look that up. So, this is where we're at. We are starting to order things like window treatments. We are looking at rugs. Because everything is so square in here, we're going to go ahead and get a round rug and put in here, kind of give it a little bit more dimension. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this back wall. This is going to be the wall that the headboard's on. And I don't know. I really don't. We got a big, huge picture of me and him. So I don't know if I want to put that there with some sconces, or if I want to just tape it and make stripes, you know, with the dark green and the light green. So maybe do some gold inlay on it or something. I don't know. Maybe some wood paneling, some wallpaper. I don't know. I know that I really don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'm going to leave it plain, which to me that would be just fine. But he keeps mentioning that he wants something on this back wall. So that's it. It's a work in progress. I got to move all that stuff to be able to work on this baseboard right here, and I'll be doing that today. Okay, friend. I'll see you on the next video.